Costs, growing enrollment, it all adds up to a mountain of debt. The nation's total student loan bill now tops outstanding debt on all of our credit cards. $1 trillion and counting.
More and more students are having difficulty paying for colleges, which often forces them to borrow more.
Mark Kantrowitz is the publisher of FinAid.org.
Last year, the average debt at graduation was $27,200. If you throw in the parent loans, it's $34,400.
Last month in Washington, students showed up at Sallie Mae, the student loan agency, protesting the higher and higher cost of a higher education. And last week, still more protests. $1 trillion!
I absolutely see this as a crisis. It seems that every state, every school proposes 10% increases.
Do you have any student loans?
Yeah, $90,000 worth.
How much do you owe, if you don't mind my asking? I do mind you asking. Do you have any student loans?
About $25,000. I've lucked out. I owe about $7,000.
I'm like $20,000 in the hole. Do you have any student loans you're still trying to pay off?
Yeah, about $25,000 worth. I just don't pay them.
Like $25,000. Yeah.
That's a lot of peddling.
I still got loans to pay off, man.
Still got?
I still have loans, yeah.
Kristen Majorano is live on the Purdue campus with more tonight. Kristen.
Gene and Jeff, the cuts we're talking about are from Governor Mitch Daniels' proposed budget, which he announced yesterday. That proposal outlines a 3% cut to higher education funding, which of course does include Purdue University. Purdue President Franz Cordova released a statement about the proposal saying, quote, "While we understand the economic pressures facing Indiana and the governor's responsibility to keep the state fiscally sound, we cannot let our standards drop." Later saying, if the proposed cuts are enacted, we will have no choice but to raise tuition. Cordova said tuition hikes would be the only option if Purdue doesn't want to cut programs and decrease the value of a Purdue education. We were on campus.
This fall, some incoming freshmen will be attending the University of Oregon free of charge. The latest U of O financial aid package includes Pathway Oregon, a program that promises a free education to Oregon residents from low-income backgrounds.
The goal of the program is to make the University of Oregon accessible and affordable. And with the increases in tuition over the last few years, along with living expenses are going up, it really seemed that we needed to be doing something for Oregon residents.
Tonight, making a college education available to everyone who wants one. It's not a given. Among families earning more than $85,000, 1 of every 2 students will earn a bachelor's degree by age 24. In families earning $35,000 or less, the chances go down dramatically to 1 in 17. But imagine if money were taken out of the equation. Here's the first in our series, The American Spirit.
As you can see, college tuition is just a huge problem in the United States. Rates are too high, student loans are too big, and with the recent recession, jobs are just too scarce. Well, how can we fix this? We're proposing a free tuition system funded by taxpayers. This is a viable solution that is currently being implemented all across Europe. Most people are probably just saying, geez, another taxpayer burden, we have to pay for someone else's school. But actually, you're wrong. You're going to be paying a lot less than you would think. Taxpayers would only be paying $171 annually to send over 60,000 Indiana residents to Indiana public schools. Furthermore, taxpayers are getting a further benefit. With free tuition, more students are going to be wanting to go to school, more students are going to be getting degrees, and we're going to have a more educated workforce. In turn, there will be growth in our economy and advances in technology. The growth in our economy is going to create higher standards of living for our taxpayers, and the advances in technology is going to create a more efficient infrastructure.